Well. Figured I'd do a little update, as it were. We are still sitting. Junction, Texas. Still at the pilot. Here off of I-10 in Texas. A little bit east or west of San Antonio. I just went inside to use the old facilities. Wanda, the backwoods, what is its name? The backwoods wrong side crocheter. Hey, I like that. That's not too bad. It's long, but it's catchy. Yes, we are still in Junction, Texas. The roads are opened up at noon approximately, but the information that I'd been getting from guys coming in, Walter, hey, like I said, the reports I got from the weather, the road conditions from the websites that I can access, Google, Texas Travel, and other stuff, and the fact that not a whole lot of other people have left, and then talking to other truck drivers, the roads are still very, very icy and bad. Now, over to the east of here, hey, Raleigh, how you doing? Mr. Win Keith, all the way from Australia. The road I-10, just a little bit east of here, is a pretty big hill. Or it's enough of a hill that it's going to cause traction issues. And I was just inside, like I said, speaking with a couple other drivers and a couple other people. You know, we're sharing a little bit of information, whatnot. Coming from the east, coming from San Antonio to here, very slick, a lot of accidents. The police are very busy over, to the east of here, past Kerrville, Comfort, and all, like I said, on into San Antonio. One gentleman who also named Robert, he said his brother-in-law says there's problems all over the place. And, well, I made the decision a good while ago. It's been snowing lightly, but it has been snowing, for the majority of the morning. Right, so now it is now 3:20, 3:15. So it's not warmed up enough to melt any of the ice. The roads are very, very slick. Lots of accidents. So I made the decision, I'm not going to move. I sent a message off to my managers this morning, to the broker for this load, said, hey, very icy, stopped here, I'm not doing it. Well, that's the thing. If it doesn't get better, I'm not moving the truck. Unless I have a safe way to go, I'm not moving the truck. It's winter time. We don't have chains. If I have to put on chains to get going, to get started, it's not worth going. I'll stay right here in this reserved parking spot that I reserved yesterday while I was on the road. Because knowing the weather, seeing what the weather was, listening to reports, getting information from other people, I went ahead and reserved the spot before I even got here. So I pulled in. There were a few open other spots here, but I wasn't going to take a chance. I was going to get my spot as far down the road as I could. Now, I could have stopped in Fort Stockton yesterday, gone basically like 180 miles, 190 miles, something like that, almost 200 miles. I could have done that, but I'd be in the same exact situation. Exactly. First of all, the company I work at, we do heavy haul oversize. That's what we do. Now, currently, I do not have an oversized load. I don't have an overweight load. I don't have it wide, tall, or long. So I have a completely legal load. I am 47 inches off the back of the trailer, but that's still legal. I got a flag. I put my beacons out there, you know, in case you haven't seen it, you know. So solid, flashing, alternating. You know, so I always put it on alternating myself, but so I put some of those on the back when I'm driving. So I had those on while it was bad weather yesterday. But like I said, this company does not do chains at all. We do not carry any tire chains. And 99%, and whenever we're on permits, we can't run during bad weather anyway. So what's the sense of having chains if you're never going to put them on? You know, it's just weight that we just don't need to carry. It's just better just to not have them because we're never going to use them anyway. You need chains only to get out of trouble, never to get into trouble. And that's what some people are doing, getting themselves into trouble. Oh, I'll throw the chains on the tires and I'll roll. Well, not the brightest thing to do in my opinion, but some people like doing that stuff. 4 o'clock yesterday. This morning, woke up. It still was looking bad. All the weather was saying the roads were not going to be open until noon. But now getting some reports from inside. You know, if we're talking to some other truck drivers inside, there's lots of accidents between here and San Antonio. And then the bridges in and around San Antonio are supposedly really bad, iced up and whatnot. I'm not going to put myself in that danger. So like I said, I emailed, I sent through the ELD machine, sent the information for that, saying that here I am, here's the weather, blah, blah, blah. Granted, they're not in the shop today, but whatever. And I also gave a call to my broker. Hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to stay till it's clear. And if I get stuck here till Wednesday, well, it is what it is. I'm not putting my life in danger for, a freaking concrete silo. Really? I'm going to put my life in danger for a chunk of metal that they can wait to have? I mean, they're already waiting to have it shipped all the way across the freaking country from Los Angeles to New Jersey. I'm not risking it, Tomorrow morning, I'm going to speak to my manager. I'll speak to my safety director. Or send messages at least. I'll send another message to my to the broker here. Here's what's going on. Here's what we're doing. The roads are not safe. When it is safe, I will go. Believe me, I do not want to be here. It's like I talk about speeding, right? One, I am not a policeman. I don't need to go fast. I don't need to go when the road is shut down or when it's in bad weather. I'm not an ambulance. I'm not a fireman. I'm not a super spy like James Bond. There is zero need for me to be on a road, A, that's closed, B, that's dangerous to be on. Those other 4 reasons are the only people, well, besides the military during a time of war, but so 5 groups of people need to be on the road. Other than that, I don't need to be on the road. It's not worth it. My company put me in charge of $250,000 worth of truck, trailer, and equipment. Every single day that I have a load on, we're talking up to $500,000 sometimes that I carry on the back of my tractor, on my trailer. I'm not going to risk putting it in a ditch because they want it there a little bit faster. I'd rather get it there late than not at all. I mean, I know my company is not exactly making money on this load. We're not. Because if we just took my salary by itself, even if I only took, if I loaded on Wednesday and I delivered Wednesday, this past Wednesday to this upcoming Wednesday, if I was able to actually do that, which I might have been able to do, I would have been able to go from Inglewood, California to Rockaway, New Jersey on I-10 into Louisiana, I-59, 75, 40, 81, up onto 80 in New Jersey, and I would have been able to deliver. 7 days. I would have been able to do that. That wouldn't have been a problem. But the crane canceling on Wednesday, putting it into Thursday, lands me here in this ice and snow here in mid-southern Texas. And just my salary alone is approximately one-fifth of the bill that we're charging them to move this 15,000-pound concrete silo. So now we got to add the fuel, the insurance, the people in the office, depreciation, all the things that a business has to deal with, especially a trucking business. All that money, all the expense they have to go through. We're not making any money on this load. And that was after me sitting for 2.5 days in California after I made my delivery. But whatever, I was hoping, severely hoping, to have avoided all this weather. And like I said, it's a game of if. If the crane that loaded this concrete silo on the back on my trailer, if it had showed up Wednesday morning at 1 a.m. in LA, Inglewood, California, Los Angeles, if it had loaded me on Wednesday, Saturday, I would have been in Denham Springs, Louisiana, yesterday. At the latest. Because all this weather we have out here right now would not have hit me. I would have passed right ahead of it. Now, they are having winter weather there in Louisiana right now, near Baton Rouge, Denham Springs off of I-10. I may have gotten stuck over in Louisiana. I may have gotten stuck going north on I-75. Today, I may have not gotten anywhere. I may have been stuck there, but to be honest, I'd rather have been stuck there than here. But it is what it is. There's nothing you can do except, just deal with it. It's, get that glare off my eyes there. Sorry. But here, yesterday, they had no showers yesterday, no showers today. Today, or earlier today, real early sometime in the morning, or either very late last night or sometime in the morning, they ran out of fuel. There is no diesel at this particular pilot right now. Now, every single pump has a truck in it parked. And some of the lanes actually have a truck behind them just sitting and waiting because they don't have any more fuel to go anywhere else. Like I said, I got here to this truck stop yesterday. A paid, it's a reserved spot, so I paid for it in advance. I paid for it again tonight. Just because it's a weather emergency doesn't mean I shouldn't pay for it. And I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably be paying for it again on Monday. I might be paying for it again on Tuesday. But I'd rather do that than try to, risk moving. And even in the parking lot, ice this thick in spots. I mean, 1.5 inches thick ice in some spots. I ain't gonna move. If I can't negotiate out of this truck stop and feel confident and safe about doing that, even with the ability and skills and abilities I do have, I ain't doing it. So here we stay. And if the weather sucks tomorrow and is just as bad tomorrow, which it looks like it might be, I will be staying again. If it's that way on Tuesday, I'll be staying again. It's not ideal in the slightest. Now, it's a very, very good thing that when I got to El Paso Friday night, I did a small order from Instacart, the local Albertsons grocery store, had a few things brought to me. So I have plenty of food for several days. I got rice, I got ramen, I got soba noodles, I got pasta, I got, like I said, I got rice, I got potato, I got two roasted potatoes, I got instant potatoes, I got potato soup, I have chili, I can make chili dogs. I'm making gyoza on the live stream tonight. Hopefully they come out. It's been a long time since I've made gyoza. I don't know about these wrappers. The wrappers seem a little bit iffy, but we're going to give it a try. But I got chicken. I got some ground pork, which I've been defrosting. I got eggs. I got potatoes. I can make waffles. Well, I can't make waffles. I don't have a waffle maker, but I can make pancakes. I got cream of wheat. I got oatmeal, chili. I got a can of chili. I have beans. I have many things. So I'm prepared for the weather. I got the truck engine. Unfortunately, the APU here is not working like it's supposed to. They tried repairing it in Yakima several weeks ago. They couldn't fix it. It'll run a little bit, but not reliably. It'll throw codes and shut itself off, so I can't rely on it. So I have to run the truck engine. So I have heat. I have electricity. I have food. I have water. If I need more water, I go inside. I need a toilet, I go inside. I have that at least. But this weather, everybody's bitching about it so far, and everybody is kind of right. Everybody's really sick of it already. But, it's just the way it is. I mean, there's nothing you can't fight it. You can only accept it and deal with it. Mother Nature is going to win no matter what you do. So, let me show you outside here a little bit. So that's the parking lot right now. And all down in here, all across here and whatnot, all over there, that's 1.5 inches. Some places almost 2 inches of ice and a little bit of coating of snow. I mean, you can see it on this guy's right there. That's, very light, but enough to make it worse than it is. We are not getting the heaviest part of it. Right here in Junction, Texas, we're not getting the worst of it. They're probably having a worse amount of it over near Kerrville. Well, this truck here will actually do about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It says 30 seconds, but it actually does like 2 or 3 minutes at a time normally. But when the temperature is below 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what? That's minus -2 Celsius, I think. Well, let's say about -4 or 5 Celsius. Something like that. But then it'll run nonstop because it's so cold, the computer will say, let it run. Now, normally I wouldn't need that if the APU, the auxiliary power unit, if that was operating properly, that would run nonstop. I wouldn't have to worry about running the main engine. But that's why when I'm in the back cooking, I take my little my monopod off of my tripod. This is one of my tripod legs. I can take it off and use it as a monopod, put a camera up here. But I use this just to reach up and poke the accelerator a little bit to get another 2 or 3 minutes of runtime. So that's a pain in the neck. Now, I can't do it while I'm sleeping, but the heater will work all night without a problem. But if I want electricity constantly to be able to run the convection oven, run a hot plate, run, what electronic I want for the... So currently the dash of the degrees Fahrenheit right now. So we are getting close to having it run constantly. I don't want to run the main engine. The main engine runs 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day doing work. It doesn't need to sit here and idle. These modern engines with their diesel exhaust need hour upon hour upon hour. They're designed differently. They're made to run differently. But they can, it will, if necessary. But like I said, Mother Nature is determining what we can and cannot do. So I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. 2 ATVs in our life. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Yes, we're going to do a cooking video tonight. Yesterday, I had something come up, so I didn't do one Saturday. A little bit of personal stuff came up I had to attend to. So on and off all day long today. The engine's been running. Yesterday the engine's been running after I got here into the night. I'll be doing the same thing tonight. Like I said, when I do my we got about an hour and a half roughly till I go on to do the cooking show. About an hour and a half from now. Like I said, we're gonna attempt to do some gyoza, sort of from scratch. I did not make the wrappers myself. I got pre-made wrappers, but all the other ingredients are, raw for the moment. So we gotta do some things a little ahead of time to be able to do things properly. To make it not a 17-hour video. But like I said, we're going to give that a try. We're going to do that. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, we are just sitting here vegetating. Mr. Scott, how you doing? But like I said, we're stuck here until it is safe to go. And even in here in the parking lot, there was guys stuck yesterday that need to be pulled out. There were guys this morning that needed to be pulled out. There's no fuel here, no showers. Yes, prevention in the cold. You know, so it's just, you know, it is what it is, you know. Yes, we can get this load there a little bit faster, get paid the amount we're supposed to get paid, and be a little bit, hopefully break even on this load. But at the same time, we're taking an enormous risk by putting this truck and load on the road. One accident will be over $300,000 in expenses. Just for the company. For me, it'll be probably more of that because of bodily injury, hospitalization, looking for a new job, not having a job for a while. So it's not worth it. You know, all combined total, especially if I'm on the road and slide into somebody, you know, that's $2-3 million lawsuit. Why not? I lose my job, the company suffers, other drivers suffer, other employees suffer, everybody loses. So it's better just to sit here and lose money, basically. You know, that's, you know, we're not making any money. We can only mitigate the loss. We can only minimize the loss. And we can prevent an even bigger issue by preventing an accident by not going at all. Yeah, it is a mess. I mean, it's not a good week. I mean, west of the Rockies, you're somewhat okay. Yes, I think yesterday there was snow back in New Mexico. I mean, and I don't. Where are you at, Mr. Scott? Like I said, I stayed on I-10 to try to avoid all this stuff. But one little delay because a crane didn't want to show up the day it was supposed to. I had a 24-hour delay to load, and here I am stuck here. Now, I probably could have gotten stuck in Louisiana. I would have definitely been stuck in Tennessee in the best possible light. I would have been stuck up there. But oh, okay. Well, you're getting it even more, so, you know, but at least up in New York, Canada, they know how to salt the roads. Down here on I-10 near San Antonio, they don't run into this a lot. They a little bit, yes, but not a lot. They don't have the experience that New York has with snow. I mean, extreme southern New York gets, you know, gets 100 times more snow than, you know, what they get here in Texas, especially in this area. Oh, pardon me. So, you know, I can't blame them for not really having the resources, but knowing it can happen, they should have some, but it's just not enough. But other than that, you know, it's a grin and bear it type situation. The gentleman and his wife next to me on my right-hand side, he was here before I was. He didn't leave. The gentleman on my right side, he got here, maybe 2 hours after I got here at the most. He didn't leave today. And most of the vehicles that are parked across from me, none of them left either. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, I was desperately trying to get to Louisiana this weekend. There was something special I wanted to do, and it required me to be there. Hey, Raleigh, you have a good one. Just be safe out there, my friend. Enjoy the summertime while you can. Mr. Raleigh Keith, down in Australia, enjoying the summer sun. Don't we all wish we could be there? But like I said, most of the other guys here, there's a few people did leave. Suckers, you know, go out and risk your life. You know, I'm not going to do that. So, whatever, you know, it's not worth it. It just isn't. So like I said, a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes roughly, we're going to start some dinner on the live stream. Actually, I need to post the announcement for that real soon. On Facebook, on YouTube. We'll do that like we normally do. But, like I said, we're going to do our best to be safe, to be legal, to be responsible, to act like a dang grown-up, and not risk it because it's got to be there. It don't got to be there. And it goes back to the old adage. Do you want it right, or do you want it right now? Hello, Angie. And that's the thing. If you want it right, it may not get there as fast as you want it to be. If you want it right now, it may not be correct. No, and this is an old concrete silo. They put the concrete dust in there, the cement dust in there on the job site so they can mix what they need at the moment. They're not trucking in stuff. Well, UK, thank you very much. It's just part of the job, you know. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like I'm whining, but it's really like, it's frustrating. I am venting here a little bit, get the frustration out, but it's simply a relating of the facts that as they exist. So, but I do thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Angie, we are still here in Junction, Texas. See snow, go slow. See snow, no go. That's my saying. But I do appreciate that. I'll take any praise I can get. And I'm not one of those people, and I truly don't believe it. Truck drivers are not heroes. If you're risking your life as a truck driver, it better be in the pursuit of saving somebody else's life. Otherwise, I'm just a schmuck behind a steering wheel. That's all I am. I'm a guy doing a job. I'm not a hero. Heroes risk their lives for somebody else. I'm not doing that. I pick things up, I move them over here, I put them back down. That's my job. Nothing heroic about that. Snow is one thing, ice is totally different thing, yes. 27 inches of snow, you can drive through, no problem. 1/8 inch of ice will kill everybody. You know, it's not worth playing on. And I'm not going to do it. All right, so like I said, that's the update. We're here. We've been here all day. We got here yesterday. We're in a reserve spot, so tomorrow I may have to pay for it again. If the roads are open, if it's safe to go, I will go. If not, I will stay here. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. But like I said, tomorrow morning, I'm going to give a call, a verbal call into the office. I'm going to send out emails later tonight showing the road conditions, showing the weather, saying I don't feel comfortable going. I plan on staying here. I will talk to them on the phone. And if there's a problem, we'll have to work it out. And if that means I lose this job, big freaking deal. I got a CDL, I'll go elsewhere. And I will document it. I was fired for not driving unsafe. I was let go for not driving unsafe. And I'll leave it at that. But other than that, we're going to head in the back there. I still got some more preparatory work to do for dinner. And I hope to see you just about 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to do some gyoza. Hopefully it works out. I mean, these wrappers I don't know about. Hopefully they're okay. But other than that, we should be fine. If it fails, it fails. I ain't too worried about it. You learn by doing. The last time I made gyoza fresh, I made the wrappers myself. These are pre-bought store wrappers. One package, unfortunately, got a hole poked in it, and it started to mold up, so I threw that away. This package seems to be fine, so we're good. Our pork has been defrosting. I got onions already chopped. So we're going to give it a try. And we will go from there. So until then, thank you very much for coming to listen to me whine and cry as usual. God bless. We will see you all later. Hopefully at 6 p.m. Eastern. Make some gyoza. Have a little chat. Daryl, you have a good time. Be safe out there yourself. God bless everybody. Stay warm. Cup of hot chocolate, cup of tea. Watch a movie or two. And have a good time. Talk to you later. Bye.